Today, we're going to explain habits. Why habits are so important. They let you complete tasks while expending as little mental energy as possible. Habits expend little mental energy. Another way we could write it is habits conserve mental energy. By creating a habit, we're gonna use that mental energy to do our thinking, to develop better judgment. As our mental energy decreases, so does our judgment. So our mental energy decreases, so does our judgment. So we wanna create habits to conserve our mental energy. This is why habits are important. To keep a habit, you need to stay under the point where it feels like work. As soon as it feels like work, you've gone too far. Consistency is more important than intensity. The person that gets fit at the gym is the person that shows up every day. Consistency, more important than intensity. Habits conserve mental energy. Habits solve life's problems with as little energy as possible. If you want to develop the habit of reading, the goal is not to read a book. The goal is to become the reader. A method for developing, attaining that habit, increasing our exposure to positive cues. That's one way to keep a habit. That would look like, if you're trying to become a reader, keeping more books closer to the center of a living space rather than towards the sides. Keeping healthy foods and healthy choices closer to the center of your living rather than to the sides of your house, of your environment, of your space. If they're farther away, you're less likely to pick those things up. If they're closer and more central, you're more likely to pick those things up. So that's a method for increasing exposure to keeping a habit. Getting in the clothes. Wear the clothes. Wearing the clothes can initiate the habit. Wearing the clothes can initiate the habit. Increasing exposure to positive cues. In other words, every habit needs a home. Standardize before optimize. To summarize, habits explain what do they do? Habits, they conserve energy. Habits allow us to complete tasks while using as little mental energy as possible. When developing a habit, we standardize before optimizing the habit. Why? Because consistency is more important than intensity. A method for making habits easier to apply into our lives is increasing exposure to positive cues, meaning keeping the positive cues, keeping apples, books, allow you to access that habit more easily by keeping them central in our environment. In other words, every habit needs a home. I hope this helped. Thank you for staying to the end of this video and watching me. We are going to use these things in our life to hopefully obtain a position in the top 100,000 people in society. So thank you for watching, and I hope some of this helps.